Hi, it seems that the video which got the most attention on this channel wasn't the chakras, as I thought it would be. It was the first video, which was, what is enlightenment really? And let's inquire into that today, if it interests people more. I don't think talking about it is gonna do much. What can you talk about? I think showing you, or at least trying to show you by experience, could be better. So let's take this as an inquiry. Wherever you are or whatever you're doing, this is about you paying attention. So just pay attention. Pay attention to the words which I am speaking, but also pay attention to the presence which allows you to be aware of me speaking. What is here? You've probably heard many times that enlightenment happens now or here. But it's not something that happens. It just is. This that is being pointed to. It doesn't even have to be called enlightenment. So what is here? Look around. If you're sitting, open your eyes and look. You see all the things which are around you. You see your body. Then if you close your eyes, the body remains. You no longer see the things, but there might be sounds which come. Now let's say there are distant sounds, or if you do not hear any, my voice. If you heard the voice from somewhere outside, would you have to move somewhere in order for the voice or the noises to be here? Where do you have to go to experience everything that you can experience now? There is nowhere to go, it is here. So now there are the senses. There is your breath. Notice the breath. Notice the body. Notice the hands. Now notice the legs. If you don't have those, notice the head. Everyone has that one. Notice the movement of the body when you breathe. There is not any way to breathe. What I mean by that is, there is no way for you to control breathing. Let go of control over your breath. Just watch it happen. Now, what is it that is moving? As I ask you to do those things, what else are you seeing? Or by seeing, I mean being aware of. It's subtler than those things, and it is your attention. Is it the body that's aware of the attention? Is it the brain that has the attention? It might feel that way. But what if there is something in a distance, away, very far away from the body? Does the brain go there because he's the one who has the attention? No. You see the attention moving in this space. What does that mean? That there is something subtler than the attention, and it is the space. Is space different where your body is compared to if you're in a building, if you go outside? If your mind has thoughts about it, challenge it. Get up and go to a different room. Is the space there different? Is the space different in USA than in the Europe? No, it's just thoughts, it's just ideas. All of the space is the same. If you inquire on this in a very strong discernment, there comes the realization of you being everywhere. There is nowhere you can go where you are not. But because of your identity with the body, you take yourself as this body, which is in here, let's say in this room, and it's not outside. You are here, you are not outside. But once the identity shifts, you can confirm that no matter where the body goes, whatever it happens to the body, it doesn't change anything about you. You do not move. No matter what time it is, no matter how young or old the body is, the sense of self, of yourself, never changes. And because of that, if that truly gets digested, you see that you are beyond time and beyond space. One of the most beautiful things which I remember to confirm experientially is looking in the night at the sky, at the stars, and being able to confirm that if you put attention, if you really pay attention to a very distant star, to distant worlds, to know that you are there, not just as an idea, that you are there now, that it doesn't matter if the body is here or if the body went there, you would still be. If it was possible, you would still be. And something like that, being within your experience, is worth than anything in this whole universe. But moving back, you are aware even of the space itself. But now to challenge the mind, is it the body which is aware of even the space? Observe the body. Can you watch it with detachment? If you would drop the body identity and just be aware of a body being here, and let the body relax. Trust me, try it. If you fear or if you have a reaction out of it, it just shows that your ego does not want to let go of the identity with the body. And that's okay. It just shows you where you are. So if you can, relax into the space which is around you. Notice that if you open your eyes and look at your body, there is this sense that there is the body and the world. But can you let go of that? Can you surrender this conviction that the body is not one with its surroundings? The same way as you look at the walls around you, at the trees, they seem to be a part of the world. But when you look at your body, it seems to be somehow separate. The body is not separate. It is just you wrongfully taking yourself as the body and then making them separate. That's why there is resistance. That's why there is this feeling of staleness, feeling of something being stuck, not wanting to truly let go and relax. Because the mind is identified with this body, and because of belief and conviction into that identity, there is of course fear, because if you're the body, you can get sick, you can die, things can go wrong so many ways, so then you cannot ever relax. You just survive. So then to challenge it, can you let go into this space and look at your body and all of the surroundings which you can see or be aware of, and see your body as just another thing, same as that tree outside, same as the birds chirping, same as the sound of the cars passing or something that you can hear, be aware of. All are just another thing. Can you let the body sink into that? That is just another thing which you are aware of. That doesn't mean that you will not take care of it. That doesn't mean that you will detach so much you let it die. Everything will happen spontaneously. It just means that you will relax, because there is nothing to worry about. It just means that you can trust that the same way every other thing is being taken care of, that also your body will be taken care of. And you no longer need to have this control. You no longer need to stir the pot, because it's all just an illusion that you are in control. The more you inquire, the more you look into things, you see that you're not really in control. It's just a conviction. Now, the same way you are aware of thoughts, just another thing. But they are so strong because you gave them so much attention. And then other things seem to be less important, less alive. It's not that they are less alive. It's not that you cannot sense aliveness in things. It's none of those things. It's just that your attention is so much on the thoughts, because you think that's where you are. The more the attention frees from the mind, the more aliveness is felt everywhere else, which was always there. It is there now, and it will be there always. Aliveness, this life, is everywhere. You are everywhere, not just in the thoughts. The question is, you can see subtle things, body, mind, everything around, your whole experience. In that there is subtler things, attention moving, the space in which the attention moves. You have to be something subtler to see these very subtle things. You cannot be the body. If we cut off your I stumbled upon my word. If we cut off your hands, are you gonna be less? If we cut a table in half, is it still a table? No, it's half a table. Or it's not a table at all if we cut it up. If we cut your hands off, what do you feel? No hands, sure, but do you feel like you are less? Maybe you feel like you're inferior, but in your direct experience of your being, you feel the same. It's still you. You still take yourself the same. Now, this sense of being, does it change if we get rid of all your memories? Because if you say it's your brain doing all of this thinking and stuff. If we would take all of your memories away, you would not remember who you or what you are. Try to imagine it. If you lost everything which is in your mind, would this sense of your being go away? If a huge part of your brain stopped working and you couldn't function properly, even physically, does this sense of being go away? Many people in their head will say, I don't know, I cannot know that. You can confirm it. You're just doubting it. Because you connected the sense of self with all the things you've lived, with all the memories. If you just detach and look at it again, you will see that even if you forget everything about yourself, what you are wouldn't move, wouldn't be bothered. It wouldn't matter at all. Because it's never you, it never was you. And it's good to inquire into this. Because there's many memories and a lot of past and future and who you are as an idea that you hold on to. And it's very anxiety inducing, or it creates suffering, all of these identities. Because the mind doesn't want to think about, for example, as I like to talk about, death. You came here without any of those memories, you came here alone. And there will be a time where you have to give up this mind, all of your memories, and lose everything that you've accumulated over this life. And that's scary if what you accumulate is you. Then of course I don't know from the mind means that you are scared to look into it truly. So why not look at it properly now? And then know that anything that is of true value will never be lost. Nor was it ever forgotten. Thank you. Let's talk about this again, in a different light.